You'll be shocked to know how much money Tesla made in the last 3 months. As Tesla is a publicly traded company, you can easily figure out how much money they are making. First things first, it might look overwhelming, but trust me, it's not as bad as it looks. All of these numbers are in millions. For example, in the last 3 months from July to September 2022, Tesla generated $21.4 billion in revenue by selling cars, government credits, leasing cars, energy generation, and other services. And don't be confused, revenue doesn't mean all profit. Revenue is just the amount of money customers paid Tesla. To get to profit, we first have to subtract expenses. This takes me to the next section, which is cost of revenue. In simple terms, the cost of revenue is the money that a company spends to create the product or services that it sells. It includes the cost of materials, labor, and other expenses. So in Tesla's case, they had $16 billion in expenses related to selling cars, leasing cars, energy generation, and other services. So after subtracting the cost of revenue from total revenue, we get a gross profit of $5.38 billion. But this does not include the amount of money Tesla spent to market the product, design a new product, or the money they paid their executives. And all these expenses are part of operating expenses. And even after those expenses, Tesla had over $3.6 billion in profit. The last two items on the income statement are interest expenses and income tax. In the US, businesses have to pay income tax on their profits. And after those two expenses, Tesla made $3.3 billion in just last 3 months. For comparison, here is how much Ford and GM made during the same time.